Hi guys, welcome back to the channel Dentistry at its best. So today I will be telling you about the recent breakthrough which we are seeing in the COVID-19 disease. So last night we read or we saw in the news clipping channels, news clippings and on various internet channels that Israel claims that they have made a breakthrough in the vaccine for the COVID-19. So now we all know that there are many countries who are working on this vaccine or the treatment for the COVID-19 disease, which has become a pandemic nowadays, and everybody is taking care of that. So, but what Israel has done, they have taken a different route for that. What they have done is they have created or they've harvested, or what you can say, they have looked for a monoclonal neutralizing antibody which they are using as a vaccine. I'll tell you about this term a little bit later, but I'll tell you recently about the Israel first. So there's a lab, Israel's lab, known as the IIBR, which is known as Israel's Institute of Biological Research. And it is a sort of a secretive lab which works directly under the Prime Minister of Israel, and its main purpose is to protect Israel from the biological weapons. So last night we saw on the news TV channels that the Israel Defense Minister Naftali Bennett claimed that they have made a breakthrough in it. So what it is? So everybody knows what are antibodies. I'll tell you again. Antibodies are proteins which are produced by the immune system in our body, which help us to fight against the unknown foreign bodies. Like these can be bacteria, viruses, anything which affects us, which is not our own, any foreign body which our body comes in contact with. Our body generates antibodies with the help of the immune system, which fights with them and protects our body. So that is what an antibody is. But there are some antibodies known as neutralizing antibodies. What they do, they just go and neutralize. They just attack the specific antigen or element or the foreign body specifically, and they neutralize that element. That in this case, they are helping in neutralizing the COVID-19 virus itself, that is a coronavirus. So now, what is monoclonal? You must have heard that we consist of WBCs, known as white blood cells. Now white blood cells are further divided into B and T cells. So antibodies which are derived from one single cell, okay, only from one single cell which are derived, are known as monoclonal antibodies, and in this case antibodies are derived from the B cells. Okay, so that is what monoclonal neutralizing antibody is. So what is the procedure they have followed to study all this process? Now we know that there are many individuals in this world who have recovered from COVID-19 disease. So obviously, if they have recovered from the COVID-19 disease, it's obvious that they have antibodies in their body which can fight with that virus. So what they have done, they have taken a blood sample of those recovered patients and they've studied them, and they have looked for those single monoclonal neutralizing antibodies, and which they have found it successfully. So they have taken that single monoclonal antibody, and they have engineered it in their lab, studied about it, they have worked on it, and they have replicated them in a large amount so that it can help in their studies. That's what they have done, and that is how they will be producing a vaccine with those help of those antibodies, monoclonal neutralizing antibody. Also, they have claimed that this antibody has very little amount of harmful proteins, which will be, when we generate an antibody, there are sometimes they have side effects, right? They have some proteins which are not good for a human body, but according to them, this antibody which they have found is have very little amount of harmful proteins which can be dangerous to human body. So that is a breakthrough which they claim, and also that this antibody will contract the virus when and where it will find it. Like, it will not let the virus go further into the body. At any point, if it will neutralize the virus and it will kill it, not allowing the a virus to go further inside the body. That is what they have claimed, that is what they have said in their studies. Now, the thing that is to get the global approval for any treatment, any intervention, any vaccine, we need to do trials, as I told you earlier in my last video. So that is, we need to study those things in different human beings, in different trials we do. But the thing is, we don't know about this study, whether they have done any human trial or not. We have no idea about it. They have not told us that they have done any study or trial in this thing, but they are claiming that they have done a breakthrough and it is effective. So now the Israel Defense Minister and the IRBR's director, who is Shamuel Shapiro, okay, they said that they are applying for the patent for this monoclonal antibody, and also their lab has started producing these antibodies or these vaccine in large amount, so that this can be helpful. So that is what I have today for you all. I hope everybody is doing good and all are safe and sound. So take care everybody and have a good day.